Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, and a sincere Shalom to the hopeful elect out there listening, learning, and or teaching. Shalom to you all. All right, Lord's will, this will be a quick hit. All right, the title of the article, it says, Breaking. Trump announces complete and total ceasefire with Iran. You see, 14 minutes ago, just like that, man. All right, remember what they did last time, man. All right, I brought it out in a video, where they said there was going to be peace. And, basically it wasn't peace, man. Okay, let's get into the article. 2 days after the U.S. strike on 3 nuclear facilities in Iran, President Donald Trump has announced a ceasefire agreement between Israel and Iran. In a post to Truth Social, the president announced the deal will take effect at approximately midnight U.S. Eastern Time. Here is the complete post. Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their in-progress final missions for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Right? In all capital letters, officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire. And upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful on the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will. I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war. This is a war that could have gone on for years and destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel. God bless Iran. God bless the Middle East. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the world. You see this shit, man? And if you in the spirit, you already know this is complete bullshit, man. All right, what does the scriptures say? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right, so something's going to happen, man. All right, there will be no ceasefire, okay? All right, and if there is a so-called ceasefire or a period where the nations seem to be at peace, we already know what it's about, man. This MOTB must be mandated for buying and selling, man. And they're all going to supposedly come together, right? Well, not supposedly. They will come together with this NWO led by Esau Edom, all right, this beast, NATO and the EU. And what's going to happen is, this chaos is going to break out here in America, and then they're going to bring order out of it. All right, but this war, whether it pause, for a little time, or whether it continue to spice up and heat up, either way, it's going to go nuclear. And World War III will end with the thermonuclear destruction of America, man. Okay, and don't forget about them sleeper cells, man. Don't forget about them sleeper cells. I was watching a brother's video, and he was talking about how those could end up being used to cause a great chaos, giving America, right, Babylon, the excuse, right, to start bringing down harsher, more draconian laws, okay, which Donald J. Trump, he's the perfect guy to do that, man. He's that cruel Lord, okay? Just like they locked everything up in 2020, they could do it on a much higher level now, okay? Not to mention all these different illnesses that are running around and the constant threat of a new emergency, just like 2020, okay, where they try to force everyone to get the jump shot, the snake juice, the juicy juice, right? All those chemicals that they want to put in your body, all right? So, it may be a pause, yes, but it's not going to be peace. It's not going to be safety. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is not with the people of the land of Israel. The people who are there are the gutter rats, these so-called white people that call themselves JEWs, but they're not. Right? The Lord is not with America. The Lord is not with Iran. The Lord is not with any of these nations, man. The only people group that the Lord is with is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We are the true Israelites of the Bible, the people at the bottom, the people in slavery and captivity, the people getting treated like trash, okay? When really we're the rulers of the earth. We're supposed to be the rulers of the earth because we are gods. And the rest of you men out here, you're just men. You're just regular men. You see? But the world is going to learn that soon enough, man. All right? But I'm here to tell you there's not going to be no peace. There's not going to be no safety, man. All right? And I want to get this last precept. This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 14. Actually, let's start on verse 13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters. That's talking about America, man. Abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness, right? What does the scripture say? They covet fields and take them by force. They oppress a man, even a man in his heritage. That's exactly what America did to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Colonized us, took our land, enslaved us, took our heritage, right? Verse 14, Yahweh of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. You see? So who are these men that are filled here in America? Who are these men who are coming into America, right? And they're going to be like caterpillars, right? That's talking about these sleeper cells, man. And here's an example, in case y'all forgot. This happened a little while ago. It kind of got brushed under the radar. Here you got this, looks like a so-called Arab T word, terrorist, right? And he's bragging about how he is one, and they let him right across the border. Meanwhile, you got hard-working so-called Mexicans. They'll go to your job and snatch you up and separate you from all your family and send you to the wrong country and not give two shits.
If you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart. If you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys. Wow.
You will see soon. If you are smart enough, you will know who I am.
You see? This guy didn't give two shits. He's like, you're going to know who I am, man. All right? And it's probably going to be during a time of so-called peace and safety. And all hell's going to break loose. And you people that think that you could just sit down and drink a beer and chill because of Donald Trump said peace and safety, all right, something horrible is going to happen, man. All right? Because prophecy has to move forward. The elect is being sealed. The end is on the way. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is shortening the days for the elect's sake. So this thing ain't going to go on much longer, man. Lord's will. We almost out this bitch. All right? So keep the faith. Keep praying. Keep believing. I want to finish by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Chakurash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth, and a sincere shalom to the hopeful elect out there listening, learning, and or teaching. Shalom to you all. Shalom wa abad babal. Shalom.